In this video, we're going to talk about what you need to do to become your own boss in 2021. If you're new here, my name is DONI and I specialize in getting to the bag. Now, normally my videos mainly focus on helping e-commerce businesses and product-based businesses grow their online sales, but this video actually can help anyone, I believe, just because of what I'm talking about. So let's get into the tips because I know that you are ready to hear what it is that you need to do. So my first tip is to work on your subconscious mind. Now, this one right here is normally when people start talking about like work on your limiting beliefs, work on your mindset. But I say, yes, of course, those things are so important, but I think it's more effective and it works quicker if you work on your subconscious mind, because I can sit here and try to change my beliefs all day, but if I don't change them on a subconscious level, those are all of our deep-rooted beliefs, like all of our deep-rooted beliefs, and some of them come from childhood and just different traumas that we've experienced. So if I don't actually work on changing that from the root, then it's not gonna happen on a conscious level when I'm sitting here trying to do affirmations and stuff. Like, I'm still not gonna believe that I'm worthy of more and worthy of being my own boss and living the life that I dream of. So you have to start working on things at a subconscious level, because that's when you'll actually see change begin to happen. So what I do is I actually listen to subliminals at night while I'm sleeping. And I will link the one that I specifically listen to at night. They actually have a bunch of really good ones on this channel, but it's important that you're careful with which ones you listen to, because there are some weird ones out there that are gonna program your mind for weird things, so you don't want to do that. But the one that I listen to specifically, that's really what helped me accelerate my growth in my business and just really transform my whole life. Like, before that I was doing okay and I was doing good, but the moment I started listening to that one, I think it really has started working on my beliefs. I have a way better sense of self-worth, and I feel like I can accomplish anything and that I'm worthy of everything that I desire. And it really has helped me grow my revenue, like seriously. And I notice a difference too if I stop listening to it versus when I am listening to it. It's a difference, trust me. So definitely try that out, or just do something to where you can retrain your subconscious mind and create new beliefs for yourself. The second thing you need to do is make clear goals, okay? So a lot of y'all, this is a problem. A lot of y'all be like, oh, I wanna have this, I wanna do this, but you don't make clear goals for yourself to strive for in order to get to the actual ultimate goal, okay? So you need to make clear goals and push yourself every single month to do more and more and more and get closer to your ultimate goal. And here's the thing, a lot of you guys, even if you do make goals, you won't push yourself enough to reach them because you have this weird self-sabotaging, like some type of fear, and you know what you need to do a lot of times, but you don't do it, and you keep sabotaging yourself so that you stay stuck in the same place. And that's the thing, don't be like that. Don't allow yourself to get stuck. It's okay to be uncomfortable, get uncomfortable, and push yourself to your limits so that you can actually achieve your goals. The longer it takes you to hit the little milestones, the longer it's going to take you to actually reach the ultimate goal. So if your ultimate goal is being your own boss, the main goal initially should be to make half of your income that you make on your job, and then the next goal should be to make just as much as you make from your regular job from your side hustle. And then from there, keep pushing yourself, keep getting to the next level. This is the thing, when you're an entrepreneur, you actually need to be making more in revenue from your side hustle than you do from your job, because in order to be your own boss, you have to remember, like, you have to pay taxes and taxes are hefty. So just make sure you're actually making more before you leave your job rather than making the same amount, because then you're gonna screw yourself over. But yeah, so you need to make sure that you are pushing yourself and creating clear goals for yourself. And if you fall short, don't just be like, oh, okay, it's whatever. Oh, well, I have my main job. No, because that mindset is going to keep you at your job. So it's like, do you wanna have a job or not? I thought you said that you didn't want one. You wanted to actually be your own boss, you know? So stop making excuses and stop acting like it's okay when you fall short because you have this cushion. That's not okay. Okay, the third thing that you need to do is do your math. So if you have this side hustle, if you have this business, what are you doing? Do you know your numbers? Do you know how many sales you need to make in order to reach your revenue goal for the month? Do you know how many sales a day you need to be making in order to hit that goal? Do you know how many times you need to be posting on social media in order to get the amount of sales that you need? Do you know what your conversion rate on your website is? Do you know how much traffic you need on your website to hit your goal? Like, these are all things that you need to figure out out, but they are literal math equations. You can Google them and figure out all of these different numbers. You can figure out your conversion rate on your website. Shopify will tell you automatically your conversion rate. Even if you have a different website, you can use your Google Analytics and figure out like, okay, based on my traffic and how many clients I'm booking, et cetera, like I can kind of tell my conversion rate. You need to know which platforms are actually providing you the most customers, because you can be showing up on Instagram, but really you need to be showing up on Clubhouse because that's getting you the most customers. You might realize you need to be showing up on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. So show up in the places that are getting you the most customers and put more effort into those places. But just make sure you're doing your math, because that's the biggest thing. If you're not doing your math consistently, if you're not staying on top of things, then you're just gonna keep trying a bunch of stuff randomly and never hitting the mark. Okay, so the fourth thing is you need to actually serve first. And what that means is always come from a place of serving before anything else, and stop doing the bare minimum. A lot of you guys, when you're on social media and you're showing up trying to promote your products and stuff, you keep thinking of ways that you can promote your products, and that's it. You're not thinking about how you can serve your audience and how you can provide value and give them content that they'll actually care about, rather than just promoting your stuff. Sometimes, depending on what you sell, you really can be adding value to people's lives. So like if you sell something that actually helps them in their day-to-day life, then yes, that's valuable. But beyond that, you need to find ways that you can provide value to your customers beyond just your regular promotion of your products. And value can look like a lot of things. Sometimes value can just be making someone laugh. Sometimes value can just be showing someone how to style outfits. Sometimes value can just be having exciting conversations and allowing people to express themselves. So on Pivot, that's one thing that we did. We used to have a series called Self-Care Sunday. That's not a new thing, but the way we did it was new. So I would interview experts every Sunday, and we would talk about different topics that help women of color take care of themselves better. So we talked about everything from money to period health to fitness, and it just really helped people overall. We even talked about mental health. So like we definitely tried to make sure we covered everything that would help people take care of themselves better. And so even though yes, we want to promote our products, it's more valuable when we interchange things and we provide other resources for people as well. That way they fall in love with our brand as a whole, and not just like, oh, here goes that brand promoting their stuff again. Like, no, they really follow and support our brand because of the amount of value that we bring, period, and they can relate to what we're putting out. The fifth thing that you need to do this year, you need to take action quicker, okay? And if you don't do this, like, you literally will not see results. Stop being that person that needs to have every single detail mapped out before you take action. Because if you do, you're not gonna get anywhere. All right, so I'm gonna put on the screen, oh, I wanna cringe. So in January of last year, I started my business, okay? And I didn't have the money to make my business look the way I wanted it to really look. And I was having a really hard time coping with that, but ultimately I pushed myself and I made myself show up, and I did everything I could myself on Wix, on Canva, everything, and I would make all of my stuff myself, and I just rolled with it, and I kept showing up and I kept trying my best to provide value and serve people no matter what, because I knew eventually if I kept doing this, I would get to a place where I had the money and the resources to make my stuff look the way that I really wanted it to look. And a lot of you guys are waiting until you can do everything perfectly instead of just showing up and letting people support you through the evolution. That's the thing. And sometimes the evolution actually is what helps people trust you more and want to support you more, because they can see the growth, they can support you through the growth and uplift you through the growth. Here's what my website looked like last year in January. I want to cringe. And it really wasn't that bad, but I did what I could at the moment. And I was actually not even sure of what I wanted my stuff to look like either. I was really trying to just figure it all out. Then fast forward to now, this is what my website looks like now. And I feel like this is a wonderful representation of me and what I have to offer and how I want to show up online and in this world. As you see, that's a whole year of a difference and a whole year of evolution. But imagine if I had waited a whole year to start my stuff until I could get it to look like this. I would not be living the life that I live right now, and I would be missing out on so many things and so many opportunities. So my point is, Whether it's your physical branding or it's just a piece of information that you've gotten that you need to take action on and you know it's gonna get you to the next step, but you're trying to wait for something to be perfectly aligned, please stop. Stop it right now. People that are action takers and they take quick action, those are the people that see the most success in their business. So get into the habit of taking quick action and consistently doing it so that you can get to your goals quicker, okay? Because as your business grows, you need to be able to ride the momentum, but you can't do that if you never take action quickly. So if you know you need to be uploading YouTube videos, if you know that you need to be promoting your products more, stop always coming up with excuses, stop trying to make everything perfect, and just show up. Executing at a high level consistently and doing it well and doing it pretty, that actually takes time to get good at. But the only way you get good at that is if you push yourself to show up consistently. So the first step is showing up. The second step is refining it and making it nice and pretty to fit what you would want it to be. Okay, so number 6. The 6th thing is you need to build a tribe with your social proof. So what I mean by that is you need to create a community, of course, a community of supporters and people that push you and share about you and your business over and over and over. But the only way to do that is through social proof and making people feel like they're a part of a community. And people need to trust you and your business before even deciding to buy into it in the first place. And the easiest way to do that is through social proof. So what is social proof? Social proof is when you have reviews and good testimonials. So you always want to be pushing to get those good reviews and testimonials, because what you can do later is take them and utilize them, and you need to be sharing them over and over, because not everybody is always going to see every single post that you make and every single thing that you put out. So, and it reminds people of why they should trust you and be a part of your tribe. And so when they see other people trusting you, they'll be like, oh, maybe their stuff is good. And then they'll buy something from you, and then they'll see how great it is, and they'll be a part of your community. And because they saw other people shouting you out and saying how good it is, they're gonna be more inclined to share their opinion as well and reach out and say, hey, I love this too, or leave a review on your website or whatever that might be. But when you see a community of people already in the conversation, already doing it and already providing reviews and stuff like that, then you're like, oh, let me do it too. So this is gonna help you build community and trust and really get people to support you and push your message forward and push your brand forward and your products, and just talk about them consistently, because people don't like to feel left out anyway. So when you do this, it really helps people feel included and a part of your community. But the key is to start sharing it yourself first and sharing the great experiences people are having with your brand already. Then that'll make them want to try it out and share their experience as well. But either way, if you're still here, you should actually go check out one of my other videos. I have more videos on how to grow your business, how to grow your sales, and I would love to meet you in the next video. So let's just keep this thing going. I will see you in the next video.